independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm making a 3D item. I'm actually doing a frame, so I'm doing a picture, and this is for the Ink Stamp Share blog hop that I take part in once a month. And this is from my youngest boy's bedroom. So he is now 14 and this is probably not appropriate anymore. And so I am going to update it for him. So my son's bedroom is blue and white, and there are boats on the wallpaper. And so I'm going for a nautical theme, and I'm using the Sail Away. I can't remember what the designer series paper is called. I think it's the Sail Away designer series paper. I'm using this piece as the background, and this is going to be one of my little beach huts. I've used the stamp set as well to stamp the compass, and some of the other bits that I've got are from different framelits, and I will list out all the products I've used on my blog. So let's get started and I'll show you what I've been doing. So I've made these little beach huts, and I saw this and I can't remember the lady's name, but I've had it on my Pinterest board for ages, for like years, and I've always really liked it, and I thought I was going to try and replicate it. So I've made a little beach hut template, and this is 2 inches wide by 5 5/8 tall. And then I've measured from the top 1 1/4 inches. I've put a line, measured halfway across, which would be 2 inch mark, put a little dot, and then I've just cut with scissors. And then I have made my little beach hut. So I've done one in Balmy Blue and one in Whisper White, and I've just gone along with my scoring tool and done 1 centimetre score lines all the way along, just to give it that planks of wood feel. And then I've used the it's Come Sail Away designer series paper for one of the other beach huts. And then I've used rectangle dies to cut out doors, and again I've put score lines down there to make it look like little wooden planks. And what I'm actually going to do now is I want these all to stick together. So I think I'm going to put them this way round, and I'm actually going to put something on the back that just goes along so they're all held together to make it easier for me to manipulate onto my paper. So I've just stuck a piece of paper along the bottom of my beach huts, and I also did one along the top, and you can actually learn from my mistake here. The one I put along the top, because my beach huts weren't close enough together, I could see it from the other side, so I've cut those bits off. So although it looks a bit messy at the back, you're not actually going to see that. But that just helps to keep them in place while I'm putting this together. The frame I'm using is it's a 12 by 16, I think. And so you just need to make sure, whatever frame you're using, make sure that your piece of paper is going to cover the back. So I'm going to go for this one with all the little compasses on, and actually I could have made it a little bit bigger, but it still does cover the back of the frame. And so we're going to start working on this. So we can't actually get the whole of my piece of paper in, but we can get most of it in. So I'm basically going to be putting my beach huts down the bottom here, and then at the top I've cut out my own bunting, and I did that just by cutting a strip of white and a strip of the Balmy Blue 1 inch, so a 1 inch strip, and then I just got my scissors and cut triangles out. And I've not been too worried if they're not exactly the same size, which of course they're not. And I've got a few of these I'm going to put across the top here, and then on the white ones I've just got these little starfish that I've used from Under the Sea frame. I'm going to stick those onto my white bunting. I've stuck all my little starfish just onto the white ones. I'm going to leave the Balmy Blue ones as they are, so I'm just going to put those to one side. So I have 2 pieces of braided linen trim, and I've got a little bit too much here. You don't need quite as much as this, and I want to wrap this around my beach huts, but I'm going to put a little knot in it. So I've gone for a sort of nautical looking knot, and I'm going to show you how we do that. So we're going to start just by the right hand side is going to just make a loop So we've just got a loop like this, and then with the right hand side again, we're just going to tuck it underneath our left piece like that. So we have this, and then we're still using the same bit, we're going to put that in the hole there and then pull it. So you just need to manipulate that where you want it, and there we go, there is our little knot. And I want this to go around the bottom of my beach huts with the knot on my blue door there, and I'm going to stick that to the back of my beach huts. I've actually stuck a little piece of tear and tape to the back of my knot because I found that otherwise it keeps moving. So to stop it constantly moving, I'm going to stick it to the door, so that is where I want it to be, and then I'm using tear and tape. I'm going to stick that to the back of the beach huts. And so you can see the back's looking quite untidy, but nobody's going to see it. I'm trying to keep my my beach huts as flat as possible because I don't have a lot of room in my frame. But if you've got a frame that's got a deep edge to it, you can put loads more embellishments on. And let's bring in a piece of paper. So now I've just been faffing around. I've laid things where I think I want them to go, and then I've put this on to see how I'm happy. I've not actually done any sticking yet, and actually I'm quite happy with that. I pulled in one of the little anchors, little anchor embellishments. Again, I will have everything on my blog post so you know what I've used. And I think I'm actually going to stick that together now, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. I've finished sticking everything on and I'm quite happy with this. I don't want it to be too fussy, I'm going to keep it quite plain. So I've got my mount that came out the frame, and all you need to do is stick this on, and I'm going to be using some tape just to stick that round, and just keep flipping it over to make sure you got it straight. And here's the finished result. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to hop along with everybody in the Ink Stamp Share blog hop, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.